This can take some time, but it's not going to be as long and it's not going to be as hard as you might think it would be. Not like that. Hi, my name's Kevin. I'm a transformation guide and quantum consciousness coach. I help demystify the mystical, make the spiritual practical, and break down the barriers to personal enlightenment. So I've been getting a lot of questions about what it is that I do. So I figured I'd take this opportunity to break it all down. So as a transformation guide, I help people transform beliefs and past traumas at the subconscious level. That's the short answer. What we're doing is we are repatterning and reprogramming the blueprint and the operating system of life at the energetic level, because that is, at the end of the day, where all of our answers and all of our problems reside. Everything we're experiencing as a symptom is a check engine light. It's a signal that something within the system is going on, something deeper that's ready to be addressed. And the challenge is, by and large, all we're doing is suppressing the symptoms, the check engine lights, with self-medicating or pharmaceutical medication or no bad days, only positive vibes ways of thinking, which just doesn't work. Our subconscious is too powerful. So when we can actually start working with it, instead of being a prisoner within it, talking about the subconscious, that's where we can really affect positive change in a very short amount of time, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, however your symptoms are expressing. So what's the difference between a transformation guide and a therapist? A therapist, we are talking to the conscious mind, and the conscious mind is communicating, but what's going on is we're reviewing or we're sharing a past trauma. And if we're not in a place of intervention with that, we're not in a place of changing our relationship to it on the inside, all we end up doing is deepening the groove of the story, deepening the pattern and the reactive states that our system learned in that past experience. So unfortunately, when we're just doing talk therapy or we're just talking to a psychologist, instead of actually lightening the load, we may feel better for a moment or for a short amount of time, but those old patterns are still there. Those old ways of being are still there. Those old looping thought patterns, relationship patterns, behavior patterns are still there. So it's really important to intervene at that next layer down where all the answers are and all the challenges are. So that's our opportunity to lighten the load in short order. And we've had clients say that a single session is like 6 months of therapy because we get straight to the issue, straight to the point, and we address it head on in a guided process. So it's a really powerful method of intervention that we can use to gain more freedom in life, launch us in the direction we want to go, heal from past traumas. You can really use it on both sides of the equation to reduce the trauma load that we're carrying and also optimize us for where we want to be going in life. So it's really powerful when we can begin working at the subconscious level to optimize towards the life we want to live. So what's a quantum consciousness coach? All right. So if you're on the religious side of the equation, you can think of it as Christ consciousness training. If you're on the scientific side, quantum consciousness coach. If you're more on the sci-fi side, you can think of it as Matrix training or Jedi training. So what we're doing is we are disrupting those programmed patterns by actively becoming the observer of our life as we're living it. So it's stepping into this observer role, finding the middle way from Zen Buddhism, and all of the blueprints in the outline is in the book My Guy on the Ninth Floor. So quantum consciousness training is embodying living through the lenses of radical honesty, radical empathy, radical acceptance, and radical balance. And there are a lot of practices, brain games, and mental trainings within those buckets. And what we're doing is we're moving ourselves further down the path from awareness to true freedom. So some of us aren't even aware of what's going on in our lives, and that's okay. We're all in different squares on the board. We're all in different places on the spectrum. So there's no reason to judge or compare where we are to anyone else. The important thing is recognizing if we are in a state of dis-ease, we're in a place that we don't want to be mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, and then utilizing the tools to get us to where we actually want to be. So it's shifting us back to a state of non-attachment, peaceful presence, so we can be more functional in life. We can be more connected in our relationships. We can be more calm, confident, inspired, and connected to our intuition. So we're not redlining life so much. We're not feeling like we're trapped, we're stuck, we're worrying about the future, we're ruminating on the past. It really does bring us back into the present moment pretty quickly. So with these two steps, subconscious intervention and quantum consciousness training, recognizing, for example, you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, and you are not your reactions. And you're also responsible for those things. So it's starting to reconcile our relationship with our mind-body system, finding those places of peaceful presence and non-attachment, the flow state, more often. So we're shifting out of stress responses and into more of an enlightened, peacefully present, non-attached state, which is closer to our natural state of being. Now, this can take some time, but it's not going to be as long and it's not going to be as hard as you might think it would be. Not like that. All right, so any questions, reach out. I hope that helps. I'm happy to break it down even more, and there is so much more information to come, and I'm just going to be creating more videos to break all of this down so anybody can pick it up and take steps to find their own personal enlightenment. I hope you have a beautiful day.